Hey guys, this video should be day 3 of the holiday reset, and I just am so grateful that you're here. I'm so grateful that you're showing up for yourself, and I would love to hear from day 1 and day 2. What have you noticed take place? Have you felt any shifts? Have you had some releases? Have you had an aha moment or an epiphany or a reframe come up that I would love to hear about? Um, Today's video is going to be again what might be contributing to holiday stress. And this one kind of comes from a place of like pressure. The ones that we're going to clear today is it's selfish to say no, my needs come last, asking for help. And oftentimes it's whatever emotions we have attached to that thought of asking for help that causes us to not ask for help. And then the last one that I wanted to clear is I don't have a choice. Sometimes when it comes to holiday plans or cooking or baking or cleaning the house, like we often feel like we don't have any other choice. And so by clearing out and releasing some of these emotional imprints on these thoughts, it should help lighten the load a little bit, make things a little bit easier. Hopefully, open your chest up a little bit more so you can breathe a little easier. Maybe you can decide that, yes, actually, I do have a choice and I can decide something different. Or maybe you can decide if it doesn't feel like a choice, like it feels like if it feels like a have to, why would you want to? What would the reframe be there? Not the instead of like have to, I get to, but like, why would you want to be there? Like, what are your reasons for that? What are your choices for going or being there or doing the thing? If you didn't see Monday's video yet, I will walk you through SRT here really quick again. I'll just make it nice and easy. It is a breathing technique. On your end, I'm going to prompt you to take a deep breath in and hold. I'm going to say a releasing statement out loud. You need to think that in your head. And when you're done thinking it or repeating it in your head, you're going to exhale out. So on your end, it's going to look like this. Got it? All right, let's go. All right, so let's start with that first one of it's selfish to say no. All right, when you're ready, deep breath in. I release all annoyance with it's selfish to say no. Good. Good. Deep breath in. I release all confusion with it's selfish to say no. Good. Good. Deep breath in. I release all fear with it's selfish to say no. Good. Deep breath in. I release all judgment with it's selfish to say no. Good. Deep breath in. I release all self-punishment with it's selfish to say no. Good. Deep breath in. I release all shame with it's selfish to say no. Good. Good. Deep breath in. I release all worry with it's selfish to say no. Good. Deep breath in. I release all blocks with compassion with it's selfish to say no. Good. Deep breath in. I release all blocks with gratitude with it's selfish to say no. Good. Deep breath in. I release all blocks with love, with it selfish to say no. Good. And deep breath in. I release all blocks with feeling safe, with it selfish to say no. Good. All right. Mm. When you're ready, we're going to start in with my needs come last. I don't know about you, but I can think of multiple times throughout the day where it's not that I necessarily am like consciously thinking that thought, but it's like I keep putting like maybe my wants or my needs off and I keep putting somebody else before me. So this will be a really great one when it comes to just making yourself a priority, taking care of yourself, all of those important things. All right, when you're ready, deep breath in. I release all anxiety with my needs come last. Good. Deep breath in. I release all disbelief with my needs come last. Good. Deep breath in. I release all frustration with my needs come last. Good. Deep breath in. I release all overwhelm with my needs come last. Good. Deep breath in. I release all self-punishment with my needs come last. Good. Good. Deep breath in. I release all terror with my needs come last. Good. And deep breath in. I release all blocks with compassion with my needs come last. Good. Good. Deep breath in. I release all blocks with harmony with my needs come last. Good. Deep breath in. I release all blocks with organization with my needs come last. Good. All right. Next up is asking for help. Mm. I can't tell you how many times this comes up in coaching conversations, the idea of asking for help, or again, just like feeling like you need to do it yourself. And it's something that a lot of us carry as women. I'm sure men do too. Like, I don't want to just slap a gender label on this. I do think that there are a lot of men that feel like they should be able to handle things, and that like asking for help is some sort of sign of weakness. So I think that this will be a really, really powerful one and hopefully help loosen that up for the next time that you go to ask maybe your husband or your kids or a family member or a friend for help, or just even like when you feel that resistance of like, I'm doing it all alone and I would love some help, but I don't know how to ask for it. So, okay. All right. When you're ready, deep breath in. I release all confusion with asking for help. That was a good one. Good. Deep breath in. I release all despondency with asking for help. Good. Deep breath in. I release all fear with asking for help. Good. Deep breath in. I release all pressure with asking for help. Good. Deep breath in. I release all rage with asking for help. Good. Oh, I'm having my own release over here. Okay. Good. Deep breath in. I release all worry with asking for help. Good. Deep breath in. I release all blocks with forgiveness with asking for help. Good. Deep breath in. I release all blocks with love with asking for help. Good. And then deep breath in. I release all blocks with worthiness with asking for help. Good. I wrote rage down because I feel like rage is almost the emotion that is attached with asking for help and then maybe not receiving it or asking for help over and over and over and over again. And then that's like when that like feeling of like rage or that like deep, deep anger kind of comes in, or at least that's what came to mind to me when we went through that one. So you might have a similar situation that comes up as we go through this. Maybe you have another thought that comes to mind. Maybe you have a memory. Maybe you can like almost visualize or see different instances in your life where you have maybe thought or felt these things as well. So just know that those are all normal. You can spend some time journaling those afterwards if that feels good to you, if that's something that you like to do. It's just another way to be able to process things that come to the surface as we're doing this. All right, we're going to do one last one. I want to keep these videos fairly short and just very easily for you guys to digest. You can return to these videos at any time you want. With SRT, the way it was explained to me is like once you release these energetic imprints off these thoughts or beliefs, you don't need to go back through them. But for me, I don't necessarily see the harm because sometimes I still have like this like thought of like maybe it's selfish to say no. And so it's good to revisit it. It doesn't make these thoughts or these emotions go away. It just neutralizes those emotional imprints, those emotional triggers that come up for us when we have these thoughts unconsciously. Like we don't even realize that we're having these thoughts as we're having them. They're just running around in the background. Um, so this one last one that we're going to clear for today is I have no choice. All right. All right, when you're ready, deep breath in. I release all annoyance with I have no choice. Good. And deep breath in. I release all despondency with I have no choice. Good. And deep breath in. I release all fear with I have no choice. Good. Good. Deep breath in. I release all judgment with I have no choice. Good. Good. Deep breath in. I release all shame with I have no choice. Good. Deep breath in. I release all blocks with forgiveness with I have no choice. Good. Deep breath in. I release all blocks with organization with I have no choice. Good. Good. Deep breath in. I release all blocks with trust with I have no choice. Good. And then deep breath in. I release all blocks with worthiness with I have no choice. Good. All right. I also did not pre-plan a positive fill up for us at the end, which I would love to come up with. So give me just 1 second here. Okay. All right. So when you're ready, deep breath in. I am so happy and so thankful that I do have choice on how I show up and experience my holiday season. Deep breath in. I am so happy and so thankful that I can set my intentions and decide how I want to feel this holiday season. Good. Go ahead and like do whatever other positive fill-ups that you would like to do to kind of fill in that space. We took just kind of like some negative energy out and we want to put some good stuff back in now. So if there's something that came to mind for you, go ahead and take a deep breath in, say that in your mind, and then exhale it out and plant that in your mind as you move forward this holiday season. Um, Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for day 4. I believe that is going to be our final day for our holiday reset, and it's a good one, if I do say so myself. But I would love to hear how this video was. How was this set of releases? What did you experience going through this video today? I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon.